Hey guys, I'm Janish. Hey guys, I'm Janish. I'm the creator of Pocket Build, and today I'm just going to go through some general tips and tricks for the game, and also some tips specifically for the PC and Mac version, which will be coming out very soon. Okay, so these tips and tricks that I'm about to show you are inspired by a blog post by Anouk. There is a link in the description. Make sure you check it out, and let's get started. Okay, so number one, Ultimate Sandbox Mode. Ultimate Sandbox Mode basically gives you unlimited resources. If you don't like to grind for resources or would prefer to just have an unlimited supply, you can click on the resources at the top of the screen. And from here, you can just toggle Ultimate Sandbox Mode off or on. Just have to tap on it and it will go off or on. It's that easy. Yep. Next is the snap settings. You can decrease the snap size if you like to have extra precision. It's a great way to combine multiple objects, or if you want to place things tighter together. It's very easy to change. You may sometimes have to be continuously changing it depending on what you are building. So to change the snap settings, all you have to do is click on the building tab in the settings, and from here you can just move the slider up or down depending on how you prefer it. Right, next, first person mode, early beta. This is our latest feature, which currently is in early beta. We still have a lot of things planned for this mode. It's functional, but it's still quite buggy, which we are ironing out in each new update. If you're watching this video a few months late or even a few years late, then first person mode should be out of early beta with all of its features. To access first person mode, you just have to place a person in the scene. I've already got a few characters in the world. This is Western Frontier by Tricky Tan. All you have to do is tap on the character, press the shield, press the control button, and you are in first person mode. You can use, if you're on mobile, you can use the virtual controls to move around, or if you're on PC and Mac, you can use the standard WASD to control your character. You can just jump around and just pretty much just do whatever you want. To exit first person mode, just click on the back to sandbox mode at the bottom of the screen on mobile, or if you're on PC and Mac, just press the escape button. And now you are back in sandbox mode. So simple. Next is the quick settings. Quick settings are basically settings you might need to be continuously changing depending on the item or the building you are working with. So let me just go through some of these quick settings. So to access the quick settings, you select an item. Let's say we want to work with, a barrel. Now, when you build a barrel, okay, let's say you want to work with a barrel. Now, to access the quick settings, all you do is press the settings button on the bottom right of the screen, and that brings up the quick settings. Now, the first setting is auto camera. Auto camera basically follows the item when you're building repeatable objects such as fences, pathways, or this barrel. And sometimes you might not want the camera to follow the item. And yet you can simply disable this by disabling auto camera. So let me show you how it works with it enabled. So if I'm building this barrel, you can see that the camera is just automatically focusing on the currently selected item. Now, let's say we disable it. Now, the camera won't focus on the item. Camera will just stay where it is, and you can just build without the camera automatically moving. Sometimes you might need this, sometimes you might not. It's completely up to you. Now, next setting is auto stacking. Now, by default, objects will automatically stack on top of stackable objects. You can disable this if you would prefer to manually move an object up or down, or if you don't want it to stack. To do that, you can just disable auto stacking, and then this brings up the option to manually move it up or down. So you can just press the arrow to take it up, or press it down to take it down. It's pretty simple to use. Next is lock all items. This basically locks all items and prevents you from moving them. This is useful if you want to prevent yourself from accidentally moving an object while you are building something. So let's say you're just building a little area with some barrels and you accidentally select another object. You don't want to accidentally move that around. So what you can do is just enable lock all items, and now if you select an object, it cannot be moved around. Nothing can be moved. Everything is locked. Except for characters, for obvious reasons. So yep, you can just enable that, disable that. Very simple. So now, the next few tips are specifically for the PC or Mac version. If you're considering buying it on PC or Mac, or you already own a copy, it's definitely worth watching. So first, the shortcut. So the next few tips are specifically for the PC or Mac version. If you're considering buying it for the PC or Mac, it's worth watching. If you already own it, it's worth watching. Basically, just carry on watching. So, shortcuts. I've added a few shortcuts in the game to help access things a little easier. I'm just going to go through a few of those things right now. So, build menu. To access the build menu, normally what you would do is you'd press this build button and that will open up the build menu. That's pretty simple as it is, but I've added an even quicker way to access the build menu. All you have to do is press the B key and that will open up the build menu. You can press the B key again to close it and open it again. And it's pretty simple, makes it quick to access. Yeah, hopefully that's useful for you guys. Yeah, so next, you can easily exit menus or windows by just pressing the escape key. If you select an item, you get this window, little bubble. You can just press the escape key to close it. Same goes for build menus, same goes for all the other menus. You can just press the escape key and that will exit the menu. It's just a little something which I hope is useful for you guys. Okay, so next, you can easily build selected items using the spacebar. Now, let's say you want to build another barrel. Let's select this barrel. Now, normally what you would do is you would press this tick button to confirm the build. It's quite simple, but I've added an even quicker way. All you have to do is press the spacebar and that will build. It's easy, spacebar. Next, you can rotate items using the R key. So along with the spacebar, you can just press the R key and that will rotate the item. Very quick, very easy. Okay, cool. Now, on to the main thing, rotating the camera. I've made rotating the camera so simple. I mean, it cannot be any more simple than what I've done. Now, originally on the mobile version, you pinch the tilt, the angle. For PC and Mac, all you have to do is press and hold the shift button and use the left mouse click button to rotate the camera. And you can just rotate it, you can tilt it at any angle, all in one command. It's very, very easy. It cannot be easier than this. It's just so easy. Check that out. Look at that. Look at that. You can get some nice cinematic rotations if you're just rotating it slowly. Look at that. Cool. Next is deleting items and blocks. On the PC and Mac version, you can delete items and blocks by just right clicking on the item or the block. So I can just right click on these barrels and it will just delete. It's so easy. Look at that. Look at that. Just deleting items. And then for blocks there, look at that. Deleting the blocks. Cool. Okay, so now let's say you made a change and you want to undo it. Normally you'd press the undo button, which is on the top right corner. I've added a little shortcut for this. It's literally just Control Z to undo. Just press Control Z. This is pretty much the standard for undo across pretty much all softwares. And then to redo, Control Y, and that will just redo it. Yep, that's all for now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I will be uploading weekly with gameplay, tips and tricks, and also sneak peeks of new updates. That's it.